Hey, what's up YouTube universe? Welcome back to my channel and a brand new video, and I'm going to showcase what I've picked up in the last few months or so, and I do apologize for the lack of videos. Just busy, busy, busy is the only way I can describe my life right now. But yeah, a lot of has been added to the collection, and before I showcase to you what I've picked up, big shout out to Beat Down Bunny and of course the Channel for Punk. We have a ball literally just discussing life in general. We talk about DVDs, we talk about our kids, and we talk about everything, all in between. We're just grateful to be friends and to be collectors, and we help each other out. And it's very amusing because we when we go on eBay sometimes and we find some bargains, or sometimes we find very high prices for some of the DVDs that we already have, and we're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is going for such a high price. But yeah, that's what we do. That's what collectors do. At least friends do. Anyway, we have our back all the way, and it's very interesting to the conversations that we have and the banter that we have between us. And one day will we meet gents in person and actually just do the same thing that we do in the chat. We talk about life. We talk about the weather. We talk about our kids, and we talk about music. We talk about football. And, all meshed into professional wrestling DVD collecting. And to the powers of YouTube, I met these two great guys who share a passion for collecting. So major props to them, and for all they're there for me all the time, as friends. And you message them day or night, and either they reply later or they'll get back to you and they'll ask if everything is okay. And I'm very grateful to consider them friends for life, and in every sense of the word, brothers more than anything as well. But anyway, I'm going to showcase to you what I've picked up. I'm going to start with Impact Wrestling. My mistake there. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to showcase Bound for Glory 2022. Great show all around, I must say. And I'm going to show you, there's a little bit of a misprint here. I don't know if they've corrected it on the later releases of this, but it does say that Mickey James is my yim for the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. Of course, we know it wasn't. It was for the Knockouts Championship. I don't know if other releases have actually corrected this, but maybe it makes it more rare eventually in the future. I don't know. Anything could become rare eventually. Next up, we have one that I'm very pleased to have gotten, and for one moment in particular, ever since he passed away, and now that Jerry Jarrett has passed away, there's one moment on this show which I absolutely loved, and I even marked out when I saw it when it happened. And of course, I'm talking about Ric Flair's last match. Just the Jim Crockett feel alone makes it worth buying all around. If you're a Jim Crockett Promotions fan before it became WCW, then I highly recommend you check this out. And the presentation alone was really, really good. So great show around. Some great matches on here as well. I do recommend checking out the Fatal 4-Way with Bandito, Laredo Kid, Taurus, and Phoenix. That was a hell of a match. And I really enjoyed as well the Von Erichs versus Briscoes. I really liked Ricky Morton and Kerry Morton versus Brock Anderson and Brian Pillman. That was a very unique match, I dare say. But some great matches all around on here. So I do recommend, if you can pick it up from the wrestling store from High Spots, I do recommend that you check this out. Moving on to WWE releases. I'm not fully up to date with WWE, admittedly. I still haven't picked up Raw is 30, which was out last week, sorry. But I will pick it up with the Royal Rumble 2023 Blu-ray. So do check it out, and I can't wait to check it out again. Great shows all around, and I look forward to Raw is 30, mostly for the collection. It wasn't the best show. It could have been a lot better. There were some moments that were good. There were some moments that were bad. But it could have been a lot better all around, but it is what it is. It's a Raw celebration shows. None of them, at least, except maybe the Raw 10th anniversary, where they did that at the World, aka WF New York, was a good show. I mean, they did the award ceremony, didn't they? And the DVD alone of that show is pretty cool to have. So I'm going to show you Best of Cody Rhodes, the winner of the Royal Rumble, and the man who will dethrone Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I hope, anyway. I'm just pleased that he's gotten a individual release. Some good matches on here as well, so I can't wait to check them out again. There's some matches on here that I had actually forgotten about until I checked out the match listing. I mean, just his pairing up with Ted DiBiase was unique, and the way they handled that, of course, his run as dashing, his match against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 27 was an epic, but I just say he's even more epic now since he's come back, and I just can't believe, in my mind anyway, I don't know how many other wrestling fans think this too, but it's been cool to see him back, because I feel that maybe WWE could have easily missed out on him, and I'm just glad that they haven't, and they've seen how much potential he's always had, and it's not just now that he's showing this potential, he's had it from day one, and Triple H alluded to this in an interview that he sees a lot of Dusty in him, and I see it too, in every sense of the word, like everything, the work ethic, you name it, promos, he's the total package, no pun intended, nothing against Lex Luger, I'm a big fan of Lex Luger's, but Cody's just it right now, he is probably the best babyface in WWE, and I dare say the best babyface in wrestling right now, in general. Next up, we have the best of the Attitude Era of Royal Rumble matches. Obviously, yeah, I do have them individually, and obviously on the pay-per-view releases, but it's pretty cool to have them all in one place. I don't, even if you want to go back and watch them. One of my favorite Royal Rumble matches is in here, of course, which is the one from 2001. The Royal Rumble 2000 match is not bad for the two cool moments alone. It's just worth getting. It's even on the back here, as you can see. That was a pretty cool moment. 11-year-old me loved that. And 34-year-old me loves it even more now. But yeah, pretty cool to add this to my collection. Next up, we have AEW releases, and I'm very pleased to have these in my collection. First up, we have Best of AEW Dark Volume 2. I've seen this go for a very high price on eBay recently, and I'm very pleased that I got it for a very good price. I'm not going to say what I paid for it, but I'm just proud to actually have it in my collection now. Some good matches in here. Admittedly, I haven't watched them all myself, but I will check them out, and I will check out, more than anything, I really wanted to check that Matt Sydal versus Pac match. It looks really good. And of course, Joey Janela versus Kenny Omega in the Lights Out match was really good. I remember watching that. And Private Party versus Best Friends was also really cool. But yeah, it does go for a very high dollar. Of course, it's an All Elite Crate exclusive, so I understand the high price and the exclusivity of it all. Next up, we have, which was made available on the Wrestling Store, which is the Best of AEW Dark Elevation Volume 1. I'm sure there'll be a Volume 2. Similar to Dark Volume 2, I haven't watched all the matches in here. I have only watched the 6-man tag match, I've only watched the 8-man tag match, and I believe I've only watched the Kazarian versus Andrade El Idolo match, which was pretty cool to see a wrestling vet in Kazarian mixing it up with probably, I dare say, one of the best, and who's unfortunately not getting the opportunity that he deserves. He is that great. But yeah, pretty cool too that Wrestling Store was able to stock this in. Highly recommend Wrestling Store. If you haven't checked them out, guys, for any AEW, even WWE and Impact Wrestling DVD releases and all sorts of merch, I highly recommend them all around. And no, this is not a paid advertisement. So next up is one that, like, I talk about the Wrestling Store now. I could have easily just told them to reserve me a copy because I was so busy working that I had actually forgotten to pre-order it. I was putting it off in the hope that once I was able to, I'll be able to pre-order it and actually get it. Unlucky for me, I was not able to, and it just sold out really quickly. It even sold out on the AEW shop very quickly as well. So I'm very pleased the eBay gods blessed me with the opportunity to finally have this in my collection. I thought I missed out on it, and I'm just proud to have it in my collection. This is AEW Double or Nothing 2022. I don't know why it's become so rare. I could be wrong. Maybe it's because of CM Punk, which you can see here. And you can see him on the back too. I've got no idea. But I mean, it's pretty cool to actually have this in my collection. And thought I missed out on it, but I'm glad that I haven't. The Anakin in the arena match was just epic all around. And I can't wait to pick up Revolution as well. I thought that was a phenomenal show from top to bottom, I must say. So I'm not going to get carried away. I'm not going to talk anymore. I do promise that in the next few weeks, maybe we'll see an updated collection video. I know a lot of people want to see how my collection looks, my layouts and everything else. Now, it hasn't changed much, but I'll show you anyway, like an updated video. There's probably some things on there that I've actually forgotten about to bring out to show you what I've picked up, but these are the ones that I've picked up in the last month, that have arrived in the last month. But yeah, pretty chuffed to how the collection is going, especially when it comes to Impact. I'm fully up to date with them, with everything that they've released. So it's one that I never thought I'd do, and it's incredible how much has grown. And I never thought I'd find the likes of AMS 3 and 4, which I know are very rare. Hardcore Justice 2015. Those who have been around like all my videos since the beginning know how hard it's been for me to find those, especially. But I'm just proud to actually have them in my collection now, and some of them still seals as well. And speaking of seals, I recently on eBay I saw Bound for Glory 2016, and I hadn't realized how rare it was until I saw the price that somebody had put on it, and it is quite rare. And the same thing with many others. Thing is with Impact, and as I say, even AEW, that once they're out of print, they're out of print. I don't think they reprint any more copies. WWE do the same thing. Obviously, you can't buy anything that was released by WWE in 2003, for example, but you can probably get the first, I don't know, maybe from for last year, 2 years, maybe 3 years. But hey, it is what it is, just keep collecting. I'm just proud that my collection has grown and that I've kept at it, and even before the network, and I always said back in 2014, and even before these apps, like especially, you got the Impact one and many others, I always said I would never sell my collection, and I'm sticking by my word, guys. So that's it for now, guys. I'll be back probably with another video. I'll probably do the collection video once I clear out my study a little bit. I'll do that collection video for you guys to see how my collection looks and my layouts, and I'll catch you then. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to suggest something as well, though. If you want me to review anything or want me to showcase maybe my top 10 most rare DVDs, or maybe my top 10 bargains, I dare say, that will be a good video to showcase. I have picked up some bargains along the way. So till then, guys, take care, subscribe, and I will be back with another video very, very soon. Take care.